Oke, kembali lagi di Hogwarts Legacy part keberapa part 5 ya. Setelah sebelumnya ini yang gak ke-record nih. Ini jadi abis ngobrol sama Profesor Weasley terus langsung kebuka sampai ke tempat-tempat ini. Ini nih, gua kasih lihat ini. Ini belum didesain sih, kayak nanti deh di off video bakal gue desain. Luas banget, men. Kita pakai ambien ini aja.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Indeed. Tapi kenapa Pak? Nah ini dia. Ruangannya akan kayak gini. Oke, habis itu kita keluar ya. Kita bakal ngejalanin quest. Keren banget ruangannya dah. Bisa begitu ya? Sekarang kita jalanin quest utama. Baca nih questnya.
He said it was a creature-induced injury, but I don't think so.
Very
He was
nice.
still trying to levitate himself without magic.
Goodness, I didn't know that was even possible.
It's not. So they took him to a ward that felt as though it belonged to a marsh. Lots of water monsters.
Coba track.
Oi! Can you help me?
Nope. Oh iya. Lupa kalau sih ada ruangan.
I was hoping to see you.
Me too.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor, so much happened while you were away. Eldridge Diggory's portrait in the common room told me about his great niece, Helen.
His great niece?
Yes, she used to be an Auror. Well, she took me to Azkaban to meet Anne Thisbe.
You went to Azkaban?
Quite an experience. But you see, Anne knew Richard Jackdaw before he died, so I had to find his ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
Nah, sekarang kita udah mau
The room is called the
ngasih
Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Keren banget nih.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time.
Oh ini ruangan yang di awal deh. Kayak yang di awal. Udah deh.
This looks promising.
Cantik banget, men.
A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the map chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
I do.
You and your friend Charles spoke of the port key and of trials you'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until perhaps now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look?
Let's go. Wih, mapnya cowok. Gede banget.
I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
It looks familiar. Perhaps your young friend is more well-traveled than you might think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
Jauh
Handy
banget.
resource indeed, your field guide.
Masya Allah. Sekali banget. Udah kita sini aja. Kalian bukain checkpoint. Udah bisa travel, anjay. Kalau nggak bisa travel, mati dong.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an...
Freezing spell. Unforgivable curse.
efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Hello. Oh. My thing.
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio. Tell you what, Accio. Expelliarmus. Potato.
Avoiding our problem.
Are you always...
Admirable training. I want to... Steps in one of my own.
Expelliarmus.
Button.
Confringo.
Your life ends here.
Confringo!
You die for that.
Expelliarmus. Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
You've had too much fire with you if you think you can outdo my weight. Could hardly carry the sacks on that last raid.
Gak ada kecil misalnya.
Revelio. This place has seen better days.
The Ministry ought to loosen the reins on the dark arts. No better
Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Potato.
And everything.
Accio. Confringo. It's shameful what you've done to helpless beasts. Revelio. What do you have in store?
Over here.
Lumos. We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it is
Kita pakai ini. Ya, kita mau
this
ke
way.
sana.
And
Oke.
I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
Oh, bisa. Kita hari ini.
Revelio.
Quickly now.
Protagos.
Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
Yang mana itu? Petrificus Totalis. Glacius. Transformation. Wingardium Leviosa. Pada Descendo. Gak ada, Cak.
Expelliarmus.
Or, I suppose...
Accio.
This is impossible! I won't rest. Must be something here. Ramrock said so. You'll pay for that!
Confringo. Accio. Expelliarmus. Revelio.
Oh, bisa ngulang nggak ya? Gak jelas. Abandon dulu. Nggak jelas tuh. NPC-nya juga si Profesor Winking.
Over here.
Jangan.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival. Quickly now. Stay hidden.
Petrificus Totalis.
Petrificus Totalis. Well done.
Revelio.
Thank you for making me the first object of your suspicions. Know who my friends are now, don't I?
There must be something here. Ramrock said so.
Petrificus Totalis.
Ready to fight? One less human to wonder. How is this happening?
Revelio. Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What
Oh, dari
names?
tadi gitu
And why
doang.
here?
I will draw blood. Oh, this'll be a lark. Let's get this over. I won't rest.
Confringo. Expelliarmus. Accio.
Many goblins have always been antagonistic towards wizard kind, but this is different somehow. Looks like we found...
Ya Allah, dari tadi gitu doang. Ya astaga, kesel banget.
It's locked. Lumos.
Lumos!
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now,
Lumos.
but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Revelio. Someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar with... I wonder who this is.
With robes like that, it could be anyone.
Welcome to Sanbakar's Tower.
What?
Revelio. Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. Revelio. A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry.
Coba kita pakai. Bisa nggak ya? Gak bisa, guys.
Lumos. Revelio.
The first trial. Kita bakal dites apa, guys?
I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio.
Bawah, oke.
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around.
Sumpah keren banget. Bisa kayak gini coba. Silang lagi. Iya gile. Wah kayaknya lama sekali.
Revelio. More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
Kayak Inception gitu.
Revelio. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Protego! Accio! Expelliarmus!
Lagi kan? Gak ada.
These look familiar. Revelio! Accio!
Oke. Wah.
Revelio! Accio! Accio!
Gua mau
Revelio. What did that burst of magic do? Perhaps I should examine things from both sides of the archway. More statues. Accio. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Accio. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Not making this easy on them. Revelio. I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic.
Ya biasa guys, sorry ya guys
But
kalau banyak
where?
satu lagi satu.
Accio.
Lagi tempatnya.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. Accio.
Looks so man. Okay, then wrong.
Accio. What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different.
Lihat, pusing dah gue liatnya. Oh, kata lo, itu pasal lagi nih.
Both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. I'll never get used to these floors. Revelio.
Pasti. Come on.
Expelliarmus. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Potato. Revelio.
Sini kan?
Accio.
Ya ampun, ini trialnya masalahnya ini ya dah. Puzzle.
Accio. Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway. Accio!
Gimana naiknya aku sahabat?
Things are definitely different on either side of the archway. But how?
Kayak gue mengulangi sama pilihan gue.
Accio!
Nah, ada gini ya.
Accio!
Pusing banget, bro.
Revelio.
Kita pakai ini, armor dulu. Ya, udah. Bener-bener doang. Oke dah. Guzu-guzu. Nah, lawan bosnya.
Don't like the look of this.
Protego!
Stupid. Stupid.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego!
Stupid.
Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Sakit ya. Itu kalau lawan bosnya.
Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Accio! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Aduh, bulet.
Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Accio! Confringo! Levioso! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Protego!
Stupid one.
Levioso! Confringo!
Stupid one.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Expelliarmus! Confringo! Protego! Stupid one! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Bisa banget tuh. Tebel banget udah.
What a relief.
Hampir aja muka. Nggak jelas.
Revelio!
Another pensive.
Dan si Rackham. ekor.
Your ability to transfigure the world around you is remarkable. What is it?
My father isn't getting better. I don't think he'll ever recover from the death of my brother.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take. Every year, a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
Wah, jangan-jangan dia udah belajar Dark Arts. Padahal dia di Dark
Another
Arts,
memory.
pelajar Dark Arts.
Now to find a way out of here. More crystallized stone. That must be the way back to the map chamber.
The map chamber. Keren banget.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone completed the first trial?
I have, Professor Rookwood. We saw you in the Pensieve in Gringotts with Professor Rackham.
Indeed. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that pensieve.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last pensieve.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial. You must take care to keep them safe. You'll need them to complete the journey we have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the goblins.
The goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They and their mentor, Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of Sanbakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course.
Now then,
Wait, Professor, the name Rookwood. Do you think
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the Pensieve.
before the witch from the last Pensieve, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor, she argued with Professor Rackham about using magic to remove pain?
Hopefully the next Pensieve provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Sirona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once. They seemed friendly.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go...
Professor?
Have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path?
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to use them to inform and enhance your own magic.
Thank you, sir. I will look out for them.
Oke, mungkin segitu aja ya buat yang episode kali ini karena kita juga habis lawan bos. Dan ya segitu dulu buat part kelima. Tungguin video selanjutnya ya. Paling tunggu sebentar, kita pakai new item aja. Oh mungkin ini dulu sebentar. Kita ke ruangan itu kita dulu. Mana ya? Ada di manakah? Ruangan yang pribadi kita. Oke. Kita kasih klik dulu. Kita mau sedikit.
I should ask Sirona at the...
about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may...
What? Dan mungkin nanti di off video gue mau sedikit jalanin side quest-nya banyak banget. Ini tuh mana side quest ya? Yang ini side quest ini. Oh iya, kita mungkin item.
Be able to help each other.
Ini mau air, cok. Hehehe. Gitu lagi lah 19. Sama kita mau naikin apa ya, dark up ya, spell. Wah, bagus banget. Jadi gentong. Oke, nanti kita simpen dulu. Nggak ada yang terlalu ini kok. Ya ampun, banyak banget.
Please see me after class once you have completed your tasks and set. I would like to teach you to use pulling objects to the ground.
Yaudah, mungkin segitu dulu guys buat video kali ini. Jangan lupa like, comment, dan subscribe. Dan tungguin episode selanjutnya. Terima kasih.